afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the media launch of Radio Propulsion. Has everyone received a press pack? Should you wish to submit any questions, please do so on the contact details on your screen. You can also follow us on Twitter. We are currently live. And without wasting any more time, I'm going to hand over to our presenter, Mudiwa Gavaza. Thank you.
You're listening to Propulsion FM, your business and podcast portal. Welcome to all our FM listeners and those tuning in online for the first time. And for our new listeners from around the world. It's an exciting day for us here at Propulsion Radio as we switch from being fully digital operation to being one that wasn't just running on that terrestrial line. So this is the culmination of a long journey that began 9 years ago in 2017. And here you tell us the reasons why we've made this move. We're joined by our station manager, MobbJustice. How are you, Mudiwa?
Mudiwa, I'm very good. Thank you so much. And it's such an honor to sit here today, 9 years after we started. And I'm really delighted to talk about our journey.
So tell us about that journey.
Well, Mudiwa, in 2017, we were at Bloomberg at GIBS, and at that point in time, we decided that we want to begin a radio station, and we did a couple of research, and in doing that research, we found a PwC report called the 2015 to 2019 Outlook on Radio. We also went into AMPS, where they have good and useful data, and those two sources of data told us that 88% of people, that is according to PwC, show that they listen to terrestrial radio, and AMPS told us that 91.5% listen to radio. But we also noticed that there's an increase in terms of people with cell phones. So we figured that if we put the two together, the radio, terrestrial radio and cell phones together, we can come up with something which can be a blast for the future, and here we are today.
But when we started the radio station in 2017, we were not fully digital. Was it too early back then?
I think it was really early, Mudiwa, because at that point we needed to first solidify ourselves, and in solidify ourselves in what position you may ask. Well, we said we need to dish out good quality financial and business content to the country, especially in vernacular, because the financial journalism space speaks in very big jargon which confuses people, and we'd like to catch the people who do not really understand. So we thought, let's first build a credible brand and build a relationship with our audience, which we successfully did, and it made it easy to move to this point that we are at today.
So what major trends shaped your business decisions at that time?
Well, at that point in time, Mudiwa, what AMPS said in that report that I mentioned above is that 41% of South Africans were listening to radio on their mobile devices. So we thought that at that point, as I said earlier, that it would be difficult to move. We said, let's have a long-term plan for us to come to this point where we are at today. At that point, the internet connectivity was quite poor. And we said with it improving, we also need to position ourselves and get ourselves to that point where they can access radio online. And that's one of the main reasons that we prioritized partnerships with governments, with NGOs, with private business, and it led us to where we are. But what we did in addition to that, we went to Discovery Bank and we asked them for funds with government, and we said we want to put this into the taxis and test those people whom we want to reach out to. And we, at first instance, the connectivity was quite slow, but we've seen a rapid increase in the way media is being consumed. And another trend that we foresaw was the re-emergence of podcasts. In 2017, podcasts was big, but now as we stand, it has now gotten bigger once again, and now we've got what we call podcast celebrities. And who are these celebrities? You know, they're the new bloggers, and they're the ones who give out good opinions, and we thought we'll partner with those and have that kind of content on our platform. But finally as well, what we did realize is that with social media, we thought we'll integrate with social media platforms and have an integrated approach, hyper-localize information, individualize it for people who want information that they want that will talk to them at this point in time in 2015. And at the same time, readers wanted breaking news, so they could just go into our portal and then just get to what they want without going through all the nitty-gritties and as we know, the influx of information that is there. So they can access prices of wool in the Karoo or any investment tips from a Warren Buffet of 2015. So we thought we'll cater for everyone as we stand here in 2015.
I like that, and the thing I like the most is the fact that it reminds me of a clip from back in
Oh
2017.
man,
When
man, deja vu.
Deja vu, you know, I've got this clip on track, and it was when Arthur Gostrock was actually predicting back in 2017
Man, you're taking me back.
what the trends are going to be.
Another is that you're going to see more and more podcasts being produced by individuals, and those getting aggregated for a kind of online radio station where you build your own station. You can choose the pieces of the station you'd like to listen to, and it starts delivering the content to you that especially interests you.
I like that a lot, because one of the things he's now talking about is the fact that we've already seen people personalizing, and the fact that technology has come through means that anyone out there can actually broadcast to the world, you know. And I remember when, as broadcast journalists, we used to have teams of producers, we used to have journalists out there, but now, you know, we've minimized it, you know. So to hear the full interview, you know, for those of you that are listening with Arthur, please visit our website. That's propulsionradio.co.za, and click on the Listen or Watch Now tab. We do have some questions coming through on our WhatsApp line, and we're gonna take 1 or 2 voice notes from Mubadi to just, you know, to answer. You know. And our first one is coming through from, you know, a lady out there called Pamela Smith. Let's hear what her question is about.
Hi there, my name is Pamela Smith. I'm a freelance journalist, and I'd just like to know more about your revenue model, because it's notoriously difficult to get people to pay for content. So I was just wondering whether you're going to be using a subscription model or whether you're exploring other avenues to monetize this. Thanks very much.
Very interesting question, Pamela. And first of all, thank you for listening to our platform. I mean, it was difficult at the beginning. I will not lie about that, but we have been forced to evolve, because if we fail to evolve, we are going to be extinct. So we've got mainly two revenue streams. We've got a primary stream and a secondary stream. From a primary stream, we've got subscription premium content that you can access by subscription, and that gives you the scoop or the insight of any industry that you'd like to get into. We also got advertising, which forms the basis of radio, and also ad data sales. So if you'd like to sell anything, we just add in that data into whatever content that we're pushing, and then we can also we generate money from there. But in addition to that, in our secondary stream, we host. We've got hosting packages for podcasts. So if you are listening and you'd like to have something on our station, please feel free for that. We've got sponsored content, subscription partnerships. You know, we do events, and we syndicate certain of our services on various platforms across the globe, because this trend that we are at right now, having set the trend, everybody's following us, so they are now consuming our content. But if you want to know more about that, please feel free. Our website is up there, and it will tell you exactly of all our services that we offer.
We have another question coming through, and this one I think is involving something to do with farming.
Okay.
Hi, great show so far. I just wanted to find out. I had this idea for a podcast for ages. I work for the Cape Breeders Club, which focuses on helping thoroughbred horse breeders in the Cape. There's always huge interest in our annual auctions, as well as industry news. I write a blog for our website on the finance side of things, from advising first-time owners on what cost to expect, right through to analyzing the potential financial impact of vaccine regulations on the industry. I think that a podcast would be of interest to thoroughbred owners, breeders, and race organizers throughout South Africa, but also around the world. Is that something you guys would be interested in hosting? And if so, how can I get more information?
Thank you, Lisa, for the question, and once again, thank you to you for listening. As I said, you know, from day one, we believed in partnering with our listeners, in partnering with other people, and at this point in time, we'd like to cater as well for people in that niche market, you know, from a global perspective and from a local perspective. So please feel free to drop us a mail on sales@propulsionradio.co.za, and one of our sales staff will be in touch with you shortly.
That's pretty much all the time we have for today's show. Thank you for listening. This is Propulsion FM.
It may have been 1 minute, but at the end of the day, what you guys did was you got a lot of research in, which was good. I see a bit of a trend being created, so there's a lot of validation behind what you guys are saying. So you use some really good reports, the PwC and the AMS report. So for me, that was creating validity around what you were trying to present. And I love the fact that you had quite a bit of work into trying to create a website as well. Technology failed you. So my question is really, did you guys actually prep this properly? Did you check it in the room before you presented? Because it actually was a bit of a disappointment that it took so long. I mean, it took you the same amount of time to set up as you would have actually presented. So that was just a download. Everything else was well put together.
Thank you, but you asked the question. Should I answer the question about setting up? Not necessary. Yeah, that was out of our control. It was the internet for this machine over here.
The website was working.
The website is working.
It's a live website.
The website is working. Please feel free to visit it. Please visit it.
I thought it was fantastic the way you guys started in the future and worked your way back. It was really creative. I love the camera going, the website. Really an enormous amount of effort I can see went into it. The content was good, presentation was good. You know, the time is again a factor, so going ahead, I urge the other groups to make sure you stick to your time because that is costing and deducting points for going over time, but otherwise, I love the Twitter feed going in the background. There's a future, I don't know if you guys are in PR or whatever, that someone's got a going. So it's really creative. It was a good take. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, one of our group members is adamant that this radio station will be launching, so watch this space.